Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And, right away, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air. Locke on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to sit. Wide open. Complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Hurry, hurry! Right, 675.
Now it's Locke off the bootleg. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Locke. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Basham in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Mariota now from the 50. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. From the gun on 3rd down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Michael Campanaro. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second down, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, it's locked. And that's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle. A signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Love. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brian Orakpo in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Third and long here for Mariota. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He was looking for Matthews that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mariota now on second down. And that is incomplete here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Luck now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Love. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off of play action. Luck. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Danico Autry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Let's go.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Then he hits his man, Matthews. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Caught right side, Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing is Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Love. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Arakpo in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The final shot before the break. Locke looking deep downfield. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to... Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Titans now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mariota to throw it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third down. Luck now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On second down, Mariota again. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first down throw for Mariota. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A second down throw here for Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Titans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To the air again. Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll throw again. Mariota. And this is incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They'll indeed run here right off the bat. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mack. Room to run past midfield. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Mariota. Flush to his right. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
One. Everyone's got 4 down.
From the gun, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Check out. 370. Mike, check. 59.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Benny Logan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Campanaro on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Titan football. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go. Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Again, it's Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Sheds off the tackle. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now a carry from Mack. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on first down. Forced out. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing is Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a first down. Mariota now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Terrell Basham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Terrell Basham, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. That's caught inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stop them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well, but boy.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Terrell Basham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Mariota now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw Mariota. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Indianapolis, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Titans, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6.
go.